What is up, my wonderful Galaxians? It's Dr. Wookie. We got quite a few Gala updates to go through today, so let's go ahead and jump right in. And as always, Gala Games, music, and film links are down below if you decide to purchase anything. Talking about Gala Music, this coin is at about 10.8 cents right now. It did launch on the exchanges at about 5 cents, and it quickly, went up pretty quick and high, peaked at about 30 cents, and since then has dipped back down. Now we're at about 11 cents. Not financial advice. I'm still hodling all mine. They have a lot of artists they are onboarding. Now, sure, maybe some of these aren't like huge name folks, but with artists come fans to some degree. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, seeing how many people just start hopping on and just seeing how quickly just some tracks are starting to drop. Speaking of which, we're still waiting to see how the signature editions get upgraded to the next one, because I know like the very first one, the current by City of Sound, I don't think they've dropped the next edition yet, in which case you should receive a free track of that next tier if you don't remember that. During the head of the game, they did leak a couple things. One was Crystal Anderson and Ryan Rodriguez are two folks that have been working really hard at music, apparently. One is a marketing manager at Golden Voice. Golden Voice, didn't really know what that was, looked it up. Basically, they have like shows, venues, festivals, all this kind of fun stuff that they do. Like February 16th, 18th, they have these like this Cali vibes thing going on in Long Beach, California. Gwen Stefani and just a whole bunch of names on that fun poster there. So super cool to see just how these marketing managers, production managers are going to kind of work with Gala Music, hoping that maybe some of these we'll be able to tie in and actually promote some of our own artists at some of these fun festivals and or just venues or whatnot. Now this is different than us like spending a bunch of money to go into these venues and stuff. Gala nodes, want to mention real quick. So for the Gala nodes right now, they did just drop about 700 to 1,000. I don't remember the exact number, to Gala employees. Okay. Now listen closely. These are not Gala nodes that they own. Okay. It's kind of like a lease. While they're a Gala employee, they're allowed to run this Gala node, and in doing so can of course earn Gala from them, and then I guess bolster the network and things like that. I've talked about this before in the past. Not a huge deal. I think it's a huge deal if we are dropping like 8,000, 9,000 of the nodes. I think that's a lot bigger, and that ideal. But once again, when they leave Gala, they don't come back, or they don't get to take the node with them, of course. They don't get any voting privileges, nothing like that. And so, I think it's cool that, a little bit of buy-in, a little bit of a benefit for the Gala employee, especially if they're, if it's a little retention bonus kind of thing like that. So, not the worst thing, okay? Gala film, we got to mention. See this list right here? This list is easily going to double. So, in Discord, they did have this kind of like open stage thing with Kibby and Hutch, and we know that there's at least like 15 projects. Obviously, we don't know the names of them all. We know Razor's done, Ghost of Ruin is done, Witchboard done, Four Down done. I think the one that they were filming with the Mark Wahlberg studio, I think that one's done too. Actually, there's a ton of stuff going on. We know for a fact that they are testing the like Gala Film platform, streaming platform. They're being really tight about when the launch is going to occur. If you're still trying to grab a little bit of popcorn before that Gala Film token does go live, the Common Ground mystery boxes are still live. Not as much popcorn in there as there was previously, but you can still snag some. And of course, that's half the max supply. It's going to be similar to Gala Music, but it's half the max supply. So it's 500 million tokens. So if you want to guess, Gala Film would probably be at least 20 cents. That's just my opinion. Now, going into Gala Games, Champions Arena, if you didn't hear, they have changed basically their head director, and they are actually starting to finally make some of the changes that I was asking for right away, and especially Ron Burgundy was asking for as well. Ron Burgundy. Some of the things being basically improving the Nexus. The Nexus, the way it was set up, was just crap. So they're changing that. They're going to be talking about doing some kind of VP earning cap per NFT, because basically, obviously, the very, very, very high end folks are basically eating up most of those victory points, right? Messing up kind of the distribution. So there's going to be some kind of cap. They're talking about basically instead of nerfing champions, having champions that'll offset other champions. Um, Changing the way some of the free gyms are, that they'll be paid gyms now. Not the selling. So when you're selling stuff in there, you're not going to be able to get those paid gyms because that has too much potential for abuse. My point being, I haven't been on Champions Arena lately, but I definitely am starting to look at it more because they're making fixes and things that I really wanted to see change. And I really do like the game. I think it's really fun. It's definitely a little bit more my style where I don't feel like I have to like be like there 24/7 unless I'm trying to earn a bunch of gala victory points. Unlike Eternal Paradox that I have spent so much time the last 4 weeks on. It definitely way too much time. It's definitely extremely addicting. There's just so many things to do in the game, and it has been super fun fighting some of the other guilds during the conquest and everything as well. And of course, earning their token, which has been selling like around like 1.3 gala per the Eternal Paradox token. So that's been super fun to play. It's been quite entertaining, and there's some sneaky tips and tricks I should definitely let folks in on soon. Spider tanks, as you all know, we're just kind of waiting essentially for Gala and Game Media to come to some kind of resolution. Really hoping that they do come to resolution because it is a great game and it has so much potential. Poker Go Play wanted to make note. Poker Go Play brought Jason Brink down to play with the pros in this $1 million tournament. Daniel Negreanu, Phil Hellmuth. Love watching both those guys. So it's super cool that Jason Brink was able to represent Gala Games by sliding into the table here. And yeah, he could have won this hand, but he didn't. He didn't. He ended up folding. It is dangerous playing with amateurs, with the pros and stuff, because we don't know the math, right? So a lot of times we go in on stuff that maybe we shouldn't, and then we get lucky. I feel like that's going to be so frustrating as a pro. So the reason I bring up Poker Go Play, okay, is because honestly, if you're looking for earning, I think it's the best Gala game right now to play if you're just looking to earn. I mean, look at the thousands of Gala these folks are earning. Now, the way it works is, whatever chips you earn for the day or you win for the day, right, gets put into tickets basically for the chance to place into these placings. And that's I'm sure to kind of avoid gambling laws and stuff like that. Now, I definitely think by far the little NFT avatar frames are the best for the Poker Go Play, and that's because you get extra daily chips for the day, and then you can roll over some of those chips to the next day as well. So yeah, Poker Go Play. Now jumping back over to games just real quick. Don't want you to miss out on some of this information. First off, Legends Reborn. Apparently they are building their light paper right now. Things have been looking good. They're doing a bunch of Q&I, so that's excellent. Mirandus. They're looking to start building their light paper and their tokenomics. Why? Because of course in this into quarter one, we're hoping to get a permanent kind of play test going. We want to be able to earn some Ethereum during the permanent play test, right? And like it's gonna be open. You're gonna be able to play. You're gonna be able to kill goblins and do all that fun stuff and earn Ethereum. So we definitely want to get that all locked down with the tokenomics and everything. The Walking Dead Empires, they're going to be resetting everything except of course the XP, which will be locked to your NFTs. So once they wipe everything, I'm assuming I'm gonna be able to earn earn all that XP again as I build and do my headquarters and everything like that. So looking forward to it. Actually, I think it'll be fun. It's always fun to start over again. I mean, how many times have you built a new Minecraft world and just started fresh and new? Echoes of Empire, end of the month. We're going to be launching. The light paper is going to be coming out very, very soon. Of course, when it pops out, I'll be dropping a video kind of going over it, discussing it. Last Expedition, I got to jump in there and look at some of the new stuff going on. I know they've been doing some, trying to get folks together and play a little bit. So, yeah, I'm looking at getting some streaming going here really, really soon. So that's for the games. Let's jump over to Gala Chain. So, gotta mention this. Apparently, there's a rumor that there is a AI project coming to Gala Chain, wanting to build on Gala Chain. That's incredibly cool. I don't think people understand just what Gala Chain can do and the market that Gala Chain can come to. and how it affects them, right? So the thing that we know is companies who come to Gala Chain have to build on it, want to deploy their own nodes, smart contracts, whatever. It's gonna cost Gala to do that, right? They're gonna have to burn Gala to be able to do those things. And of course, in doing that, it's gonna help the ecosystem keep going around, right? Improve the value of Gala token. And that's why I'm still just holding my Gala, still doing my DCAing in essentially. Um, Not financial advice. Everybody's different. Your risk and everything, but them and Solana. I think Solana's doing a good job cutting into like Ethereum's market share essentially, because Ethereum has had so long to try to fix and make Ethereum better. I just don't think they can, right? Because when you build a project like that and now you try to edit it and change it, it's so much more difficult than building, like a new project. And Ethereum, I mean, it just sucks. The gas is horrible. Everything's horrible, right? And so we are going to have to move away from it at some point. I think Solana's been doing a good job, and I think Gala Chain has immense, immense potential. So definitely looking forward to see where all that's going. As always, stay warm, Wookiees.